दोस्तों, welcome everyone. Thank you to appreciating my last video and thanks to watch the last video and for the valuable comments of all of you students. So welcome to this channel, Professor Datta Foundations. Today the topic we will going to discuss, this is about cost sheet. It is one of the very important topic for all the students of cost accounting. Now today we will first going to talk about a very complicated question of our cost sheet. Here I just try to include all the possible data and informations. Having a small request to you students, if possible then first take a screenshot of this particular question. Because in one shot if I ask you to write down, it will be difficult for you to copy. So I refer everyone to take a screenshot of this particular question. If you have done, then I am coming to the first discussions. Now in this question you have given various informations like stock of material, opening and closing debt, like work in progress, like finished goods, like direct expense and so many. Just one thing would like to remind everyone that this question 1,70,000 is the stock material for opening debt and the closing debt it is 1,78,000. Now student, please focus. Before doing the cost sheet, one thing it is very important to know that why cost sheet? Cost sheet is because here we are trying to represent all the cost related activities the time we are manufacturing any particular goods, the time we are doing the productions of any particular goods, cost related all the activities, it is coming under the heads of cost sheet. Why cost sheet? Why cost sheet? Because it is helping us to write down all the informations in a very disciplined manner, one after one, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, following a series. Here we can write all the data one after one back to back with a per unit column where we are going to represent what is the cost per unit. First, one thing would like to tell everyone. Now you have to look at in this question whether if you have not given the exact output or rather the exact quantity of unit produced. The first thing what we need to do, we need to calculate the exact output. Look at here. We start with the calculation. The exact output. Now look at here my friend. What is the formula of exact output per this year? Now look at here. This is sales plus closing stock minus opening stock, but in units. Look at here. In this question you have given selling unit is 45,000. Closing stock is given 3,500 units and opening stock is given 5,000 units. Look at here. So 45,000 plus 3,500 minus 5,000, which comes 43,500 units. So simple. 43,500 units. We first calculate the exact output, means the exact unit produced for this particular year. Then we calculate, now here in this question given, your profit margin is 16.67% on sales. Question comes here, if the profit margin is given on sales, how do we can convert this on cost? Because here we are doing the cost sheet. In cost sheet we need to know what is the profit margin upon the cost. How to calculate? Very simple. If you have given the profit margin on sales, you can easily convert the profit margin on output. How? 16.67% means 1/6 of sale, and then 1/6 of sale, it means if you are trying to convert in cost, it will become 1/5 of cost, because there is a relationship. If it is 1/2 on cost, it will be 1/3 on sales. If it is 1/3 on cost, then it will be 1/4 on sales. If it is 1/4 on cost, then it will be 1/5 on sales. Similarly, if it is 1/6 on sell, then it will be convertible as 1/5 of cost. Very simple. Now it's 1/5 of cost, it means 20% of the cost. So 16.67% on the profit, on the sales, it means 20% on the cost. As simple as that. Now, two things is very clear: exact output and the profit margin. Two things is very clear. Now question comes, how to do? How to do? First, we have to begin with the raw material consumed. Here in the question, you have given information called opening stock, purchase. We are going to add it, and then we are deduct from the closing stock and raw material return. We figure out the raw material consumed, which is 3,91,000. Everyone, please look at opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock and minus raw material return. Question comes up, there are three opening stock given: opening stock, and opening finished goods. No, here I am just talking about stock of raw material and closing stock of raw material, nothing else. 1,70,000 and 1,78,000. Look at here. And then what? After we can calculate the raw material consumed, all the direct and chargeable expenses we need to add. Direct and chargeable expenses. Question comes up, what is direct and what is indirect expenses? Let me tell you. Anything which is directly at the time we are procuring the raw material being utilized or being utilized to procure this particular raw material, this is called direct expense. Maybe this is the direct expense, maybe this is brokerage, maybe this is carriage inward, maybe this is direct wages. These are all will include under the heads of direct and chargeable expense. I hope makes sense, everyone. Boys and girls, come on. So this is what is called direct and chargeable expenses. Clear, everyone? Now anything are related to the service department. Service means after procurement, anything are related to the factory related cost. This is called indirect. So first we are going to add these direct and chargeable expenses. Like here it is direct expense, brokerage for the direct material, carriage inward, direct wages. Now two things are additional there in this particular question. Look at the question. Here you have given direct expense not yet paid relating 15,000 to be the production of this particular year. Means you spend that money relating to this direct expenses but not yet paid. Not yet paid. We did it but not yet paid. Means this is outstanding. If there is any outstanding, we have to add this outstanding. And if there is any prepaid, here also written prepaid direct expense. Prepaid direct expense we have to deduct. Look at here. So after doing this calculation, we figure out the value is 1,75,000 for the direct and chargeable expenses head. Now we have to add this with this particular amount under the raw material consumed and the direct and chargeable expense. We got the prime cost, my friend, everybody. Now there is a question comes up, we got the prime cost. How do you calculate the per unit cost? Very simple. Per unit refers prime cost PC divided by output. That output we just calculated at the beginning of the question. It comes 13.011. Now next step. After we calculate the prime cost, step number 1, we should go for the factory overhead. In factory overhead, we have indirect wages, factory rent, coal and fuel, depreciation of the plant and machinery, only the plant and machinery, depreciation of the factory building, fire insurance for the factory, repairs and renewal for the plant and machinery, and if there is any sale of scrap, means if there is any particular sale of scrap, we should deduct it from the factory overhead. Look at that. So after doing all the calculation, amount is coming 93,000, and if you are going to add this amount with this prime cost anticipated, it will comes gross work cost. It is 6,59,000. Now after that calculation of the gross work cost, if you are trying to figure out the net work cost, it will be very simple. From gross work cost, we should add this opening work in progress and then we should deduct from the closing work in progress given to these questions. You are going to get the value 6,61,000. 6,61,000. Very simple. Again, here you have to calculate the per unit. Per unit it comes 15.19 after you divide by output, exact output. Now next point. From the factory, if you enter to the office and administrative overhead, what are the elements will comes? Anything related to the office and administrations which will comes to there under the heads of office and administrative overhead. Here we can include the depreciation of office building, office painting and stationery, postage and telegram, warehouse rent, sundry office expense, salary for the office staff. So after you going to add this, it will come cost of production, which is 7,18,000, my friend. And here you can again deduct after, you can even if divided by the exact output, you can get the per unit cost, which comes 16.50. Now up to there it's everything clear. It's everything clear. Now next point is that, sir, after we calculate cost of production, how do we calculate cost of goods sold? Very simple. We have to add, from there we have to add opening finished goods, and we have to deduct closing finished goods. Now student, look at the question. Opening finished goods is given 1,08,000 with the unit, but in closing finished good the units is given but not the amount. Question comes, how to calculate the amount? It will be very simple. First I am writing 1,08,000 under the cost of production column, and to figure out what is the closing finished goods, we should multiply this 3,500 unit that is given with the per unit amount of cost of production, which is 16.50. So if you multiply 16.50 into 3500, it will come 57,750. It will come 57,750, my student. So it will come 57,750. Sorry. But you have to deduct it. You have to deduct it. So it will be 7,18,000 plus 1,08,000 minus 57,750. It will come 7,68,250. This is what is called option number E, cost of good sold. And if you now want to calculate the per unit, one thing keep remember, everyone, cost of goods sales, once we are entering point E, cost of goods sales, you have to deduct it by the selling unit. Now you know what is the selling unit. You have given already to the question particularly. What is the selling unit? The selling unit is 45,000. So it is maybe 7,68,250 divided by 45,000. It comes 10.72 per unit. Hope I am making sense. Almost we did the final discussion of cost sheet. I hope you guys understand how to calculate the cost of goods sales. And now you have to just add the selling and distribution overhead, and then after this you are going to get the cost of sale. If you just charge the profit percentage upon it, you can get the total cost. To making short and simple, I hope I am making sense to everyone that how do you calculate the cost sheet following this particular technique. I hope you guys really enjoyed the discussion. I again upfront this question in front of you. If you want to take a screenshot, please take it. Thank you. And even if you want to take the answer script, then please take it. You can zoom it further. Okay. I hope guys you enjoy the discussion. For further videos, for the next videos, please like and share and subscribe this channel. I have a kind request to every student's fraternity. Please join this channel. Your appreciation is very important. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.